How's it going, everybody? Earlier today, we had a video talking about the Illuminati team. The kits, we went over that. It was really hyped. It was a really positive video because the team looks freaking amazing, absolutely game-changing, but I gave you hints that I was really not happy about something that is to come. Well, they came out and they released all the information about the release for Captain Britain, and that's what we're going to talk about in this video today. That's what we're going to mauled over in this video today, because this is so bad. If we weren't in the first minute of a YouTube video, I would have much more colorful language. I want to start this little journey of ours off but just by talking about how good the Illuminati is team. Just a quick recap of what was in that previous video. So here's the problem. The team is so damn good, alright? Shuri has the anti-villain speed up, so RIP Cabal. You're not going to get speed up. It's not like the current season where they can spawn in with speed up with a Masters of Evil member named Kang. Anti-assist. Get out of here, Old Man Logan, or anybody else who can do assist. So that's already taken two giant threats off this team. So now this team is looking pretty good for defense. Hank Pym now gives them speed up on spawn, so with Shuri having 133, applying slow on her special as well as other things, and Hank Pym coming in with a devastating turn 1, safeguard, all this nonsense, right? It's a problem. He also has super sustain, barrier like crazy. He makes his team super tanky. And then Hank Pym also makes the Illuminati incapable of getting slow. Alright, so you think like there's a couple of interesting counters that can come in here, apply slow. Nope, psych, Hank Pym's blocking your way. And then there's Captain Britain. Now, Captain Britain is a paywalled character. We're going to get into the very specifics of that, but make no mistake, you will not unlock Captain Britain free to play unless you have a huge core stash. And I mean a freaking huge core stash ready to go for this, okay? Do not be mistaken. You will not get this character without extreme hoarding or opening up that wallet with hundreds of dollars. Hundreds. Captain Britain, well, he's anti-Skrull, but really more so, he's anti-turn meter. He's Cabal in one passive, but better, right? So he's stopping positive turn meter on your team. He's stopping negative turn meter on their team. He just stops turn bar manipulation. He's also a super tank with reflexive everything. We're talking from when he drops slow 50%, he gains extra armor and resistance. When an ally drops slow 50%, he's going to gain taunt. When he drops low 30 or 50%, he's going to clear his taunt, gain a huge barrier, get a bunch of buffs. Like, this team is a reflexive nightmare, in no small part because of Captain Britain. Now there's the reworks to talk about. The reworks are a lot less interesting, which is why it is such a bummer that one of the main characters, the newest main character on this team, is paywalled. He is paywalled! Reworks, Reed Richards. People are sleeping on the Reed Richards rework. You guys are dumb. Reed Richards is an amazing rework. Just the fact that he's going to give assists on every single Illuminati team is crazy. That's partly why Shuri like kind of helps counter its own team, right? Shuri's instrumental in the mirror matchup. Black Bolt. Black Bolt rework was freaking garbage, man. Lacked creativity, still too slow. The damage hardly feels like it's been made meta. He does gain 50% extra damage from having Shuri on the field. Will that be enough? I don't know. I do think Black Bolt is still going to get the nod over Iron Man for two reasons. He gives 50% to Illuminati on his passive in the health department. This team, with Hank Pym and Guardian being super tanky, is going to be quintessential to this team surviving everything you throw at them and quickly weeding you down after they've recovered and just pop back up if they didn't immediately kill you, because they're going to go before you in 90% of the situations. Then there's Iron Man. So he's an interesting battery, but I do think he gets sad because Reed Richards has to make the team. Black Bolt health stat, I think, is more important than any sort of damage Iron Man could add or Black Bolt could potentially add. And because there's so many villain tech characters, Superior 6, Iron Patriot, I do think Black Bolt will have some interesting mechanics to go in there. Iron Man, he's also really slow, redundant passive with Captain Britain. I just don't think that's going to be the move. All right, is this team beatable? Yeah, you know what? I do think this team is going to be beatable. Shuri is not going to be stopping the speed up until she actually spawns in. So a character like Kang, who he's going to spawn in with offense up, same with the Masters of Evil members, they're still going to get speed up. A character like Vulture, with 2 Superior 6 members, is still going to strip the enemy of their speed up and he's still going to give speed up to his team because it happens. Offense passives happen before defensive passives happen. So we're going to be giving our speed. We're going to be taking their speed up and getting our own speed with Vulture first. Kang is still going to get his speed up. The question becomes, can these characters with certain other pieces around them get in there and nuke somebody right away? Like, can Kang with Cabal and maybe Titania, Moonstone, maybe Apocalypse, maybe Apocalypse gives damage, does Skrull give damage to villains or to allies? Something like that. Whatever we can do to juice up our Kang and see if he can just one-shot somebody out the gate. Does that work? Can we do, like, Vulture, 2 Superior 6 members with Apocalypse and Emma? Because then if you take the speed up off of them right away and you go in with Emma reduces their speed bar, Apocalypse goes first. Sure, he's not going to get speed bar after he does his punch, but will his punch, along with, Green Goblin ultimate and maybe like a Craven ultimate or a Slayer ultimate, will that be enough to kill somebody before the enemy gets to go? Those are the kind of questions, the kind of testing that needs to be done still. And I haven't got to test him yet. That's why I'm able to wildly speculate. So is it beatable? I think it's going to be beatable, but when we're talking about using Cabal, Kang, and Apocalypse, or Superior and Apocalypse, you are taxing your roster so much that your opponent, if they also don't have to deal with the same issue as you, is at such an extreme advantage, you might as well just give them the victory. This is why this pay gate is so unpalatable, because the haves and the have-nots is night and day. It's dumb. All right. Let's quickly talk about the the epic fail, if you will. Thanks, Remenex, for that title. Epic trait. With Illuminati, we are introducing a new trait called Epic. An epic character's initial unlock method will vary from a standard character. Captain Britain will be receiving an epic trait along with Iron Man Zombie and Juggernaut Zombie. I call him Zombie-Not. Similar to the zombies, Captain Britain will also be vaulted after his initial release. So it's not just that he's pay gated on release. You're not going to get him from premium orbs or for some mega orb or trickle down economics. You're not going to get nothing like that from him. He's going right in the vault. Let's talk about Zombie Iron Man. Zombie Iron Man, I believe he was put into a pass like 6 or 8 months after his initial release. Juggernaut Zombie, for what it's worth, was put into a pass 4 months after his initial release. Like, he came out in October, and then he was put into a pass in February. So, at least we're looking at 4 months before he becomes available again. At most, 8 months to a year. That's a crazy difference for the has and have-nots. I strongly feel like having this team on defense, and if your opponent doesn't, is almost an auto-win for you, as long as you have some sort of functioning brain stem system going on. I really do. So the epic trait looking pretty dumb. Pretty dumb. I pretty much hate that sort of exclusivity. I don't think that sort of exclusivity is warranted on this kind of character or on a legendary character. That's what we used to have, and that was fucking garbage. When the Scourges came and legendary characters became automatic to everybody but at different levels, people were happy. Now, people started getting salty because they started introducing other things to that, whether that be, needing 2 teams for Green Goblin, needing star levels for Old Man Logan. At least everyone still got the unlock. This is paywall. This is a straight paywall, and it's not like a Dark Dimension character. But let's talk about these new characters. So let's go ahead. The legendary events are getting a little bit of an update. So Iron Man is now going to be unlocked by Skill Hero. As a mid-game player or an end-game player, you automatically have this maxed out. These are not the characters we're worried about. The characters we're worried about are going to be these Illuminati team orbs. I'm not sure if this is their entire release method or what they're getting at here, but this is a really weird blurb to throw in. With the launch of Black Panther Shuri, you will also see the new Queen's Entourage orb that will contain shards for Black Panther Shuri, along with Black Bolt, Iron Man, and Mr. Fantastic. First of all, don't give me fucking shards for Black Bolt and Iron Man, who are legendary unlocks that we get automatically from having the 2 easier fucking tags that you just put up there. What the fuck is that? That makes no sense. That is stupid. All right, Mr. Fantastic, I guess. Is this just them trying to dilute the orb so we get less Shuri? I'm so confused by this orb. A similar orb, the Pym's Pal orb, will be released for launch of Hank Pym. These orbs will be distributed throughout the month in events, offers, and more. Open these orbs to gain progress in the Panther's Legacy and Particle Professor milestones, which will reward players with the featured characters orbs, the Feline Legacy Orb, and the Particle Party Orb. What does this shit mean? Why include this? You just added levels upon levels of complexity that nobody fucking needs when we're going to look at the rest of this stuff. Nobody needs this. Okay? Do they have regular release methods, or is this something? Are you going to make me pull middle pulls for Black Bolt and Iron Man, and Shuri's going to drop on the side at 3 a pop? Because we need to have a real conversation if that's what's going to happen, as well as the pay gate, which we're about to get to. Let's talk to the Super Showcase, the pay gate. The Illuminati Super Showcase. An all-new version of our Super Showcase is ushering in the arrival of the Illuminati team. Instead of the showcase missions being interrupted by the absence of an unreleased character, each character will have their own campaign, in addition to a full team campaign. So there's going to be 3 campaigns. One for Shuri, one for Hank Pym, one for the full team. And they're going to happen one after the other. Showcases. The Illuminati Super Showcase consists of 3 character showcases. One for each new character and a team showcase. Okay, so there's going to be 4 showcases. There's going to be one for Captain Britain as well, which will unlock for players level 25 and above. The first Illuminati Showcase is Black Panther Shuri. This is super important because if you need to buy extra shards, it's probably going to be for Hank Pym. If Black Panther Shuri is released first, it's more likely you get more free-to-play shards of Shuri than you will Hank Pym. And if you need both of them at 5 stars, which is what we're going to need, then you're going to want to buy more Hank Pym if you're going for this. Followed by Hank Pym's, and then the Team Showcase and Captain Britain's arrive at the same time. Because the Team Showcase, Captain Britain's arrive at the same time. Chapters. Each showcase, both character and team, contain 2 chapters. Chapter 1 is 5 missions with no requirements to be given the Illuminati team to use each mission node, and each node will contain rewards. First of all, I think there's going to be a banging story here with Professor X at the helm. I think it's going to be really cool. Fine. Chapter 2 consists of 3 missions, each with character yellow star requirements that increase with each mission. Chapter 1, or Mission 1, requires 3 yellow stars. Mission 2 requires 4 yellow stars. First of all, guys, if you're going for Captain Britain, just know that you have to at least do Mission 2. We don't know if the free-to-play... This is another unknown. We don't know if the free-to-play method for Shuri is going to happen at the same time as her showcase, or before her showcase, or after her showcase. My money would say after her showcase. And if you want to get Captain Britain, you need to get her to 5 stars. You would have to buy her at 4 stars anyway. There's no way they're going to give away, what would it be, 210 shards? There's no shot they give you 210 shards free to play. So you can't just buy her unlock. You got to buy up to 4 stars if you want to get her to 5. That's just the way the release methods have been from now on. And then Mission 3 requires 5 yellow stars of the featured character. I'm not sure you would have to buy up to 5 stars for Shuri. You might for Hank Pym. We don't know when Hank Pym's release method will occur in coincidence with the Captain Britain or the Team Showcase. Maybe Hank Pym's release method is going to happen after that. These are things we don't know. So add, unknowns onto the nonsense. In the case of the Team Showcase, Chapter 2 requires Black Panther Shuri, Hank Pym, and 2 Illuminati members of your choice at 5 yellow stars. This is what we're getting at, guys. You need 5 yellow stars in order to unlock Captain Britain. Some people are really into this, that they only need 1 of these characters and they could use the 3 Illuminati. No, guys, this is very, very clear. If you want to unlock Captain Britain, if you want to do the Team Showcase, Chapter 2 is going to require the new Shuri, the new Hank Pym, and then 2 of the reworks at 5 yellow stars. Thank fucking God they gave you a bunch of Black Bolt and Iron Man shards, am I right? Gonna have 5 stars on them for sure, bud. Each node contains big time first rewards. Sure it does, Chief. Alright, how to unlock Captain Britain. Commanders can collect Captain Britain's shields to progress in the Her Majesty's Finest Milestones event starting next week and running through August 3rd to unlock Captain Britain. These shields are found in Chapter 2, Mission 1 of Black Panther Shuri Showcase and Hank Pym's Showcase, and the Illuminati Team Showcase. So Chapter 1 requires 3 yellow stars for Hank Pym and for Shuri. But to enter Mission 1 of Chapter 2 of the Team Showcase requires 5 yellow stars. It's not just that you need to have them unlocked. You need to have 5 yellow stars to get into the Team Showcase, and that is where you unlock the Captain Britain. Once you unlock Captain Britain there, that's when his offers populate. So yes, you will get the free unlock, but if you want a bigger Captain Britain after that, then you have to shell out more money. Let's talk about the cost. So that's how the Super Showcase work. If you want to get the shield from each showcase, you're going to have to buy the character probably. The free-to-play method probably doesn't happen while the showcase happens. The 4th shield is a free claim. We'll shout that out when the day happens, right? For sure. The potential cost for Captain Britain is at least $200 American. One offer for Shuri to get her to 4 stars. One offer for Hank Pym to get him to 4 stars. If Hank Pym's release method, the free-to-play version of it, doesn't happen before the team showcase, you got to buy a second Hank Pym. So now we're up to $300 American. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money for a new epic character, right? That is a shit ton of money. So best case scenario, $200. Worst case scenario, $300. And of course, then there's the RNG. Like, we just saw these orbs that they were talking about, the Illuminati orbs. Like, this is so stupid. Lately, release methods have given, between 100 and 150 shards. 150 shards would be a good one. Base 100 shards is a bad one. What I will say is if you are buying the characters up to 4 yellow stars, you're doing the $100. On the web store, you get like 190 shards for that, plus 1 orb or something like that. So you're getting around 200 shards. So you really only need 110 shards or so to fill in those 5 stars. So I think the one offer will get you there on least Shuri, but maybe 2 on Hank Pym. So yeah, it's kind of really trash like that, right? But that's the potential cost, just so you're aware of what you're getting yourself into. Maybe 200, maybe 300. Hopefully 2. I don't know what to say that. But what I do want to talk about is this is not targeting the big spenders. It's not. You have to understand, spenders were going to buy Black Cat anyway. Or sorry, Black Cat. Shuri anyway, Black Panther. I guess it is a cat. Spenders were going to buy Hank Pym anyway. They are good characters on the team. They are required on that team for it to function properly. They were going to get Captain Britain unlocked for them. It will be free to play pretty much. And then they were going to buy those offers as well. No. This is targeting a very specific subset of players, and this is why I'm the most pissed. Because I think the game is in a really good spot right now, and this is a stress test that we do not need. This is targeting pass buyers. The passes give you the most value for your dollar. You're spending $80 a month. That is a lot of money for a mobile game. But people do it because it gives you a giant benefit. Like, you could be competitive at the highest end if you skip character offers, but you buy the passes every time. Like, you'll be able to level all your characters up to 100. You'll never have to worry about pass gear tiers. You'll have all the DPCs you need. The passes are really, really nice. But $80 a month is $80 a month, guys. I don't know what it's like in California. $80 a month, American? That's a lot of fucking money for a hobby, for a mobile game. You should be happy that people are willing to spend that, in my opinion. But this is targeting those players. Those players that pay to be competitive, that want that extra edge. Well, now they see they have to buy these offers. They got to shill at least another $200. This is targeting them. And that pisses me off the most. Because those players have been joining the game in droves. I see these new players coming in. I've been interacting with a lot of them. A lot of new players coming in telling me they buy the passes. They've been buying certain training material offers, gold offers like that because they really like leveling their characters up. We have people coming to... I think the game is in the best place they've been. This, to me, is a really, really bad time to stress test this game. And this feels like... I don't think the game is dying, guys. I don't think the game is in a bad spot. This feels like a stress test that the stakeholders are like, oh, you're doing pretty good. Give it a rip there, bud. Let's see how it goes. Like, this feels like a really fucking stupid, greedy, money counter decision. Not a developer decision. And it's going to have some pretty big implications. This team is needed for a legendary unlock. If I scroll all the way to the top here, this team is needed for a legendary unlock. It's a long blog. This kit's for a long boy. We went over that in another video. Check it out. You must have at least 5 Illuminati characters for a future legendary character, so don't wait to start building up this squad to ensure your position. Let's not kid ourselves. Old Man Logan set the new standard. There will be Stargates on the next legendary character. I can almost guarantee it. I don't know, but I can almost guarantee it because I know that the people that spent, that got the stars, they're happy. I think they might actually increase the brackets for who gets like 7 stars and who gets 6 stars because they want to make sure people that bought up to 7 will get the 7. It's like, you know, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Yeah, you bought to 7. Here's your 7-star character. I think they might extend that. But the difference between Captain Britain on this team and Captain Britain off this team is night and day. Without Captain Britain on this team in Crucible, this team is demolished by certain comps. All they have to do to distinguish the haves and have-nots is enable a Crucible Pact and load the enemy node up with Skrulls, with Cabals, with Superior 6. They just gotta load that shit up. And if you don't have Captain Britain on there, good luck getting through it with the Crucible tag on. You feel me? That's all they gotta do. So it's another distinguishing factor for spenders. And Old Man Logan, we had the stars. Like for difficulty 12, you needed 5-star characters. 13, 14, you needed 6-star characters. And then 15, you needed the 7-star characters, right? This is, in my opinion, this was already the first test. The first test was the Stargate. The second test is now adding an epic character that's going to Stargate your progression. Will Captain Britain be needed at the higher star levels? You know what I mean? Like, will I even be able to do difficulty 12 if I have 5 Illuminati members at 5 stars, but one of them is not named Captain Britain? Can I get in there at that point? I think so. So I think this is going to be a really big wedge to distinguish not just people who bought up to certain star levels, but then people who bought Captain Britain up to certain star levels and where they're going to be able to compete as far as packs go. There's going to be a big effects on the next legendary character. But also big effects on Crucible. Right now in Crucible, ignore that handsome devil in the far left corner. Right now in Crucible, there are a few teams that really stress a lot of our defenses. Old Man Logan. We just talked about Old Man Logan. Old Man Logan is a huge stress test on your Cabal. With certain comps, I found a way to beat this comp without Cabal, by the way. I'm kind of the best. But it's a huge stress there. Then we have the new Hive Mind Sasquatch Skrull team. That's a stress on your Cabal as well. Mephisto is a stress on your Cabal. And I do think Cabal will be instrumental in beating Alpha Flight. But then it's another stress. 4 Cabal stresses, 1 Cabal team. You hear what I'm saying? The difference between having Captain Britain on the team and not having Captain Britain on the team is the difference between Superior 6 beating it. It's the difference between Masters of Evil potentially beating it. Skrull's going to come in there and walk the floor with it, right? Somebody who has the full roster at their disposal. They'll have Illuminati, they'll have Skrull, they'll have Mephisto, they'll have a big Old Man Logan. They would be able to turtle you. And that would ruin Crucible. And then I really want you guys to question yourselves, because I had to question myself on this, which is not the way I normally feel. How worth it is Crucible right now? This is my baby account. I didn't know that so many people were going through this. This is probably the worst feeling I've ever had in Marvel Strike Force in a long time. This is my baby account. I won 2 out of the 3 matches. I have a net loss. Of 6 trophies. How are you ever going to climb up in these Crucible ranks, right? How are you going to ever get to the higher brackets where you're getting more of those gold Crucible tickets, getting more of the training materials, getting those diamonds finally? How are you ever going to climb up if you have to go perfect? Because once you start winning 2 out of every single Crucible, your elo kind of climbs. And once your elo climbs here and you only start winning 6 trophies, when you go 2 for 3 and you have a net loss, my guy, is Crucible even worth it? If you don't have Illuminati, you really actually have to ask yourself, Crucible, which is people's, I guarantee you, I know a lot of people hate Crucible. You're the minority. 80% of people right now, their favorite game mode is Crucible. Their absolute favorite game mode exclusives. They don't need to rely on anybody but themselves. Is Crucible worth it? If you're not willing to spend every single dollar, Scopely is starting to mandate you spend on the game in order to be able to climb and be competitive. I'm not buying Captain Britain 3 times. I got 3 accounts. I'm not buying him 3 times. We'll have him on the main account because we like to show all the newest shit. We like to show all the big boom, 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 boom stuff, right? We're going to do that. Maybe I'm part of the problem, but we're going to do that. On the baby account, I'm kind of tempted because I want to climb up. I want to see what a baby account could do, but then it's really against the nature of what the whole baby account experience was supposed to be. So do I just give up? Do we all become war-centric people? We hate war. Everybody hates war for some reason. I like war. I think they've made some good changes to war. Some bad changes happened today, in my opinion. But a lot of people hate war, too. Because you got to rely on your alliance. And they do things like make Spider Society a goddamn godlike team. And nobody wants that, because everyone built them fucking super high. The Player's Voice had a take on this as well. I just want to read this, because I know a lot of people really rally against the Player's Voice. I'm not sure I would go that far. As many of you have undoubtedly heard, the Illuminati team is coming with Captain Britain as their champion. They are a Crucible team consisting of 6 members: Black Bolt, Mr. Fantastic, Black Panther Shuri, Hank Pym, Iron Man, and Captain Britain. You can read all about them in the blog and check out your favorite content creators channel. Congratulations, you are at your favorite content creators channel. Lovely to have you. The council was looped in regarding the unlock method for Captain Britain and given the opportunity to provide feedback and suggestions. After discussion, which included proposals for free-to-play players to unlock, our suggestions were not accepted by the team at Scopely. The council is unanimous. We do not like this release method for the game of the community. We continue to represent the interests of the players, and while this battle was not... I'm sorry. Savvy, this was a good message. It's the battle was not win. We regroup and move on to the next topic. It's so cringy. I love you, girl. It's so cringy. It's so cringy, but I like it. I like it because it's what leaders would say. I'm just not a leader. Applications for the next round of elections are still open, so go ahead, check out your Player's Voice. But they ignored the Player's Voice, is what she's trying to say, right? They were asked for input. They gave the input. Scopely said, yeah, but cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. So where do we go from here? The team showcase for Illuminati is still a long ways off. So many moons, many Reddit threads can be made, many write-ins to support of your dissatisfaction can be made on this topic. When I put out the video just going over the kits, because I think the team is amazing, so I wanted to keep that the team is actually amazing energy before I made this mauling, ranting video that's just super negative. Almost 90% of the comments were paywall bullshit. I hate it. I'm quitting. And a part of me, for the first time ever in Marvel Strike Force, said good. Not because I want those players to quit. I don't. I value everyone in the community, especially my community. I like you guys. I like hanging out with you, hanging out on Twitch, seeing your comments on YouTube, trying to have some fun with you guys, make these silly animations that might make you smile. That's what I live for. But I really thought good for a second, because it sends a message to Scopely. If after today, 500 people don't log in tomorrow, if the day after that, another 200 people don't log in tomorrow, it sends a message. And there is a long period of time between now and that showcase. But that is the only message they will hear. The envoys have 0 power. Player's Voice has 0 power. It's really how this is truly affecting people. There's going to be a lot of people that are going to say they're going to quit and they'll never quit. Right? There's a lot of people who will be pissed about that, but they're going to log in every day and play the game anyway. I'm pissed about it. It's not a deal breaker for me. I'm still going to log in and play the game every day. I think that this decision will affect people very strongly. I think there will be a lot of people that quit over this. And I hate to think good, but I think Scopely needs to be checked on this. I think Scopely has done so many great things this year for the game. This is them taking like a giant leap backwards to the old school legendary unlock, right? The old school legendary unlock where you had to buy a whole team. Think like Dr. Octopus, right? You had to buy a whole team to 5 stars to get Dr. Ock unlocked. This time it's only 2 characters. So they're halfway back there. It was a terrible place to be. And shame on you, Scopely, for trying to drain $200 to $300 out of people's account just because they love Crucible. Just because this team is clearly going to be a deciding factor in almost every match that they are on one side but not the other. Shame on you for targeting the people that are spending probably $80 a month. If you're not already spending $80 a month, are you truly considering dropping $200 or $300 to get Captain Britain? It's really the people that are already supporting your game in a realistic perspective. Shame on you, because you were growing the game. You were doing a good job growing the game. You were making good moves. I've seen a lot of actual microtransaction offers. $3 for 4 million gold, $5 for like 500 trading materials, like real offers that have real value, that were letting people build their teams up more, that were actually letting these mild spenders catch up, get competitive, push harder in events, get characters more readily. I was seeing a lot of that. This is a giant fuck you to those people. It's saying, fuck you, give me more. And I don't. I hate seeing that. I don't know where I was going with those 3 don'ts. I don't know where I was going with that. I don't condone it. I don't like it. It's trash. It's trash. It's an epic fucking fail, Scopely. I'm gonna end the video there, guys. Let me know what you guys think. I'm sorry for the 30-minute rant. I did this on stream. It was 30 minutes. I said I'm gonna redo it off stream. It's not gonna be 30 minutes. I fucking ran it for 30 minutes anyway. Fuck it. That's it for the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Stay happy, healthy, have fun, and I'll see you in the next one.